Childhood is a critical period that lays the foundation for lifelong health and well-being. The One Chance to be a Child report uncovers and organizes what we know about the well-being of children and youth in Nova Scotia. This report profiles a snapshot of the well-being of young people in the province by addressing questions from UNICEF Canada's Canadian Index of Children and Youth Well-being. What is well-being? It means different things for different people and depends on a person's experiences, cultures, and values. To really understand children and youth well-being, we need to hear from young people themselves on what they need. We need to ask kids if they feel secure, if they feel that they can learn, if they feel happy, if they feel connected to the environment, and if they feel they belong and are protected. Our report pulled together data that were available about children and youth in Nova Scotia, summarized the findings, and came up with 6 core recommendations that are needed right now. 1. We need to listen to children and youth, consider their rights, and focus on their best interests when making decisions. For example, working with existing youth-led and youth-serving organizations in the province may help us to engage young people in decision-making. 2. Poverty needs to be eliminated. Too many young people are experiencing the effects of poverty, and it's impacting their well-being. Children and youth need better standards of living in our province. We need to set targets to reduce poverty and make sure there is a long-lasting commitment to change that is supported by law. 3. Systemic racism and discrimination are negatively affecting children and youth. We need action plans to implement the calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and to implement priorities of groups, including the African Nova Scotian Decade for People of African Descent Coalition. 4. It's time to establish an independent body dedicated to young people's rights in Nova Scotia. We need to fully implement all the unique rights of children and youth as outlined in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. 5. We need a clear plan for making sure the rights of young people are respected and that children and youth can enhance their well-being. By working with stakeholders, including children and youth, and making a publicly available and regularly reviewed strategy, we can work towards achieving a shared vision of childhood well-being. 6. We need to implement a system to measure and monitor outcomes related to children and youth's rights and well-being throughout the province. Right now, we have gaps in data. These data gaps can prevent informed decision-making. Collecting robust data will help to build our understanding. More information can be found at onechancens.ca. Let's move forward with these recommendations in a swift and timely fashion to signal that the rights and well-being of children and youth are priorities in Nova Scotia. We need systemic change that prioritizes these rights. It's time to commit to ensuring each young person gets their one chance to be a child.